Because most people don't want to invest in journalism themselves, what happens is each person's contribution is reduced to the value of their view or click. That free product that those people receive is funded largely by ad revenue. Someone else is paying for what you're getting. This isn't new. Ads have long been the major source of revenue for newspapers, magazines, radio, and TV. What's different between then and now is how much revenue ads bring in. That number is a lot lower across the board. So when the main source or even a major source of funding is the money from clicks and views, the revenue in most cases is much more limited. So at best, a news source, a media source, can report what has happened or maybe something that's going to happen. Perhaps they can bring you an interview, show you a place, take you inside an event. But people like to question why they don't do more, why the quality of journalism, of media has declined.
It's because the money to pay for it has declined.
So you have a fact, a figure, a statement that's presented to you in the media. And let's say it's not true or it's presented out of context. A lot of people expect the journalist, the blogger, the radio host to address that. And those people, in many cases, want to belittle that journalist, that radio host if they don't. But your click or view, in many cases, only pays for someone to present you specific information. It may be the president said XYZ, or there was an accident on Pine Street, or maybe it's the county announced this change or this new fee. As far as digging into it further, that clarification, the rebuttal, the reframing, the investigation that many people want and criticize journalists, others for not providing, that's not what a view or click buys you. People don't want to invest in preparation, in research, in experience, in follow-up, in investigation. As we already covered, most people don't want to pay anything for the information they get. People are building empires off of information. And whether other people like it or not, somewhere along the pipeline, there's a cost to get it and there's a cost to distribute it. Think social networks. They're blasted all the time for siphoning information and getting rich off of it. But look at how much they spend to get information. Millions upon millions of dollars to provide platforms like Facebook or Instagram or X or any of those that for the user are free, or so it seems. So while some criticism of certain work may be valid, for those who question the quality or state of journalism or media in general, ask yourself about the money. Who's putting in on it and how much? And there will be some of you out there who can't resist the urge to be cynical or snide or outright ignorant and think, well, let them fail, who cares? I don't read this, I don't listen to that. You know, the silly folks. But those who are smarter understand that information is a commodity. It's a valuable asset. Not only is it important what you know, but it's also important when you know certain things. In addition to that, information is very powerful. Media is very powerful. Although the silly folks may not understand, media is like insurance. You think it doesn't do anything for you until you need it. One way that information is our insurance is that it protects us from being lied to, tricked, deceived, robbed, and taken advantage of more often than we already are. The threat, just the threat of information being publicized and shared holds people accountable who otherwise wouldn't be, and in situations where they otherwise wouldn't be. Even when you or the person next to you aren't reading or aren't listening to something, it's the risk that you could, the risk that your neighbor may tell you, and then you'll go check the record. In the book Ghost in the News, it discusses how research shows that when there isn't news, such as in areas where, say, the local newspaper shuts down or no one online is interested in covering that town or city, government's borrowing costs, deficits, and wages go up. Meanwhile, government efficiency, transparency, and accountability go down. Information has value. So when you wonder why it's not better, why there's not more, it's because it comes at a cost. And the most that many people are willing to invest is a click or a view.